This is Brennan O'Keefe, and I'm going to show you the web application Current that was made by myself and 3 other students at the Codecraft School of Technology. We used Agile planning to create this model view controller app in the browser. It uses Mongoose, Express, and Node. Its goal is to be like a work flow and educational tool that runs in the browser to tell users what circumstances lead up to their best working efficiency, or what we call flow state. It actually uses tons of research that we outline among the different pages. It's running kind of slow because it's on Heroku servers. There's a lot explaining and citing the research. I'm just going to log in and show the experience for a user. At first it populates my last few work times. I'm going to skip past this right now and just show you when you start a session. It simply is a timer running in your browser, and you just have this going as you're coding, writing, or working on whatever you need to during the day. It's meant to be open for several hours. It also has push notifications to give you to prompt you to take a break when it would be best to do so. Also, you can take a break whenever you choose. We're not going to wait around in the demo for it to tell you to take a break. When that happens, this short survey comes up. The first question is, how challenging is the work you're working on? Let's say it was an 8, but my skills cover the challenge level. And for the break activity, maybe I did yoga or something. Have you caffeinated since your last break? Another factor that has a lot of influence over your workflow. And have you eaten since your last break? Yes, I have. So back to work. It just goes, you're meant to take several surveys a day throughout your workday, and that's how we get all the data from users. When you finish at the end of the day, there's a final short survey just about how much sleep did you have last night. Maybe only 5 hours of sleep, but I had 2 meals at the time of the survey, and I submit it, and that's all the data that populates our algorithm. So now it writes that up, and we're over here. It was almost our most efficient flow state yet. The 0 dotted red line is what we consider the flow point, and when the blue line goes above it, it's a really efficient workday, and when it dips below, it isn't so much. So you are able to compare the factors. We had a very challenging task, but we were extremely skilled in completing it. We did yoga, which the algorithm doesn't know what yoga is, but you're able to maybe associate that with being a good thing to do during your workday. And you had snacks but did not have coffee. Whereas before, when we had coffee and no snacks, possibly that was contributing to the low flow point. So that's the basic setup. It was just an experiment in using research to show helpful data in an interesting way to people using a web browser. The part I was in charge of was creating the functions that run the charts. We used HighCharts.js, which was a really cool library for showing charts. And I picked this form of chart and put all of the various tracking things from our database in that gets pumped through the functions and shows up to run the different algorithms and be our main data export. So that is the basic setup of Current that we made in 4 days. Thanks for watching.